Lady, go!
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Lace Empress here, where spirituality is our fashion statement. Thank you all for joining me once again. To my subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to those that are new that are stopping by, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe before you leave today. Now we're going to do our Capricorn mask off. Hey, person past thoughts. Hey, mask off. Person past thoughts for January. So this read is for any person in your past that you may have in your heart space or in your mind. It could be an ex, it could be a long-term relationship that you are having reservations about, or you want to know more information, or it just could be a boo thing or a situationship that you never got closure on. This will help you with that and also give you messages that they may have not told you or confirmation. Okay, so Capricorns, let's get some messages from your past person and see what's going on. Past person thoughts, okay? Mask off. Let's get 3 messages. Okay, there's 1. Come on, past person. You don't want to talk. 2. All of these messages are falling on the floor. Let's get 1 more. All of them fell on the floor. Okay. So we got 3 messages. So now I have to go fishing to get your messages, Capricorn. Your person is already starting off a little difficult, but it's okay. We'll get through it together, okay? Your person don't want you to know what they got to say, because they want to fall on the floor with these messages. They ain't have to do me like that, but it's okay. Let's go ahead. First message. What's going on with this card? Okay, anyway. This one says, I have abandonment issues. Don't leave me. So this person doesn't want to be apart from you. They want to come back. Whatever the problem may be, whatever or why it did not work out, they're not ready to let go. They still want to be around. They want to come back. They have gotten comfortable with you. They feel safe with you. So now, regardless of the circumstance, they don't want this to be over. What's the next message from my caps? I don't know how to control my anger. So this person is on the fence about, do they need to get anger management? Because it says, teach me. Then they say, never mind. So they're on the fence about, should they get control over their anger or should they not? Because they say, I don't know how to. Yes, they are aware that they don't know how to control their anger, but it seems like they're in limbo of, do they need help with it? Because they're asking you for help. They're saying, teach me, like you're the one that they go to solve all their problems. Capricorn, you're the one that they look to give them advice, to give them guidance, to give them understanding, instead of them trying to get some professional help. Now, I don't know, maybe you are in that profession where you're a psychologist or a therapist that can teach them anger management. But even if you were, or even if you are not, they still look at you like you have the answer to everything. You can do it all. So they expect that from you, for you to fix what's broken. And in this case, it's their anger. So they may get angry really fast. They may have some things in their past that they may have not completely healed from. So you may get the bulk of that anger when those triggers come back up. And a part of them, their anger issue is abandonment issues. So anytime, and this is what I'm getting when you guys were in union together, anytime you would go somewhere or you would go out with your friends, or if you would want to take a trip and they didn't come with you, anytime you guys were apart when you guys were together, just for simple things, they will feel lonely. and it would make them, you know, feel like they're losing control of the situation, which would bring up, which can be a trigger for them as far as you not being around when they want you to be around. So let's say they're just sitting at home or whatever, and then you say, oh, I'm going out with a friend. That's a trigger for them because they're like, oh, you're going out to do what? So they feel like you may go out and you may find someone better for you, and then they will be out of the picture. So that causes them frustration, causes them to get angry, because now they've been triggered by just you saying a simple thing of, I'm going out to hang with friends. Or you may go to a relative's house. It may be a barbecue, or you may want to go take a trip without them, and they feel triggered by that because maybe of something that happened in their past. Someone did something to them when they were gone, and them being without their partner triggers them because they're saying, oh, this is going to happen to me again. But that's not necessarily the case with you, Capricorn, but that is a trigger for them. So anytime they're without a person, it triggers them to feel that abandonment, which causes them to get angry because they can't control the fact that you're gone. Woo. So now they understand that that is one of their triggers, the abandonment issues. So now they're saying, I have control issues. I don't know how to control my anger. Excuse me. I don't know how to control my anger. Now they're saying, I want to learn. Do I not want to learn? Do I want to work on myself? Or do I not want to work on myself? We'll clarify and see which way this is going to go. The last message is, you do it best. See, now I just said before I flipped this card that they look at you like you can do everything. You're the problem solver of everything and anything. So it says you do it best, loving, cooking, cleaning, providing, honesty, understanding, spirituality, and patience. So those are just to list some of the characteristics that you possess, Capricorn, that this person looks up to. And they also may be wanting to they also may want to possess some of those good characteristics that I just read off in their own life. So that could also be another trigger too. Them being triggered by things that you can do that they can't. And then it causes them to be angry. So that's something that you may want to think about, because when a person is not fully, they don't have confidence in themselves, or they don't know their own self-worth, or they feel like someone does something better than them in their relationship, that could be a trigger as well, because they don't know their place in the relationship. They're saying, well, if you can do all of this without me, what am I bringing to the table? But then that all goes back to knowing who you are as a person and your own self-worth. I don't think this person understands that completely. They don't understand their own self-worth in the situation when you guys were in union. Okay, let's clarify and see what we get here. I have abandonment issues. Okay. It says healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. So this is something I feel like this person is striving for. So I said I didn't know which way this is going. So it seems like it's going in a better direction, that they want to make healthy choices. They're working, seems like they're trying to work on themselves when it comes to the abandonment issues. So they know in order for them to overcome abandonment issues, they have to love themselves more. They have to dig deep within themselves to find their own self-love and self-happiness. And they are the ones who will make them happy, not looking to other people or their partner. I don't even think it's other people. I think it's just you, Capricorn, not looking to you, Capricorn, to be the happiness in the situation. They need to bring some of their happiness into the union as well. So they need to become whole. They need to fill their empty spaces with things that make them happy, and not look to you, Capricorn, to be the only one that's bringing fulfillment to the relationship. Let's clarify. I don't know how to control my anger. seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation. So this is coming across attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. So this is like a tit for tat. So when they get triggered or they feel like something is happening out of their control, their way of coping is dealing with other people or bringing someone trying to replace you when you're gone. So one of their triggers is abandonment. When you leave them, they feel alone. So in order to fill that void, instead of them doing something healthy that will fill the void, like maybe getting a hobby, practicing something that they need to practice, or maybe working on a project, or even reading a book, they look to other people to fill the void of their loneliness, which is a part of them that is not whole yet. So them having abandonment issues when you're not around, it could be no telling what they might do. They may go talk to someone, or they may go on the deeper end and sleep with someone, because this says third party interference, temptation, hooking up, dating, flirting, attraction. It depends on what you consider cheating. Some people consider, giving your time, even just giving your time to someone else is cheating. Of definitely being intimate with someone else is cheating. But in some relationships, some people allow that talking and texting, that is not a big deal as long as you're not sleeping with the person. Me personally, I think it's all bad, because that is what starts it off. Talking, texting, emailing, in your DMs, trying to get to know somebody back and forth just because you bored, and you not being the responsible adult by resisting temptation. This person is falling to the temptation. So when they're triggered and they become angry, in order to get out of that anger and to release those triggers and to calm back down, they use a coping mechanism of other people. And this says seduction, so it's done in a flirtatious way. It's done in a sexual way. It's not innocent. So this person is going into the situation with the intent to flirt, and flirting leads to other things like sex. It could be emotional gain from this, just, boosting ego. And you can become codependent on who's ever giving them this attention while you're gone. And then when you get back, Capricorn, now they're choosing between, who do I get the attention from? Do I get the attention from my Capricorn, or do I get it from the person I just started this new situation with? So then it becomes complicated. And it becomes unfair to you, Capricorn, because that's definitely third party interference that they're allowing into the relationship. Whether it's just a conversation or it's more intimate, it's still unacceptable. Let's go to You Do It Best. You Do It Best. Let's clarify this. The chaser and codependent relationship. Fear of abandonment issues. Again, we're getting a message, so this is a cycle that they're in. Chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So now that you've let this person go, do their own thing, now they're chasing behind you, because they have, like I just said before, they have become codependent on what you gave to their relationship. Everything that's listed here: loving, cooking, cleaning, providing, honesty, understanding, spirituality, patience, just to name a few. They've become codependent on your energy and what you gave to their relationship, because you fulfill them. You fulfill them, but they can't fulfill themselves. They have to have someone around to fill their holes, instead of them healing from past trauma, so that when certain things come up, they don't feel triggered. But abandonment issues is one of their triggers. You leaving and not being in their presence is a trigger, which triggers them to be angry, which triggers them to use some form of seduction, flirting, leads them into some type of temptation with another person to get that fulfillment that they need, whether it's just telling them that they look nice or giving them a compliment or just showing them attention, period, is what they're using to remedy their anger issues by themselves, which is not gonna last in a relationship, because most partners don't want to put up with someone that looks to others when they're not around. You have to be able to be independent in and out of a relationship. That way you can be whole. And when you connect with someone, you'll have something to bring to the table too. Not just so dependent on your partner to give you everything and you bring nothing. That leads to these type of choices. And now that they are out of the loop with you, now they're chasing behind your coattail like, oh, Capricorn, where you're going, what you're doing, I'm trying to get some of your energy. Because they are. Because they still have the fear that you guys will never be in union again. Because now they know the ball's in your court, Capricorn. So the ball's in your court. You have to make the decision if this is a behavior that you would like to deal with. Because this is just one form of, how can you put it? This is just one behavior that is big in this person's life. So now this is the energy that they're in. They're thinking about their anger issues and why they have it. Abandonment. 2 abandonment cards. I have abandonment issues and fear of abandonment. So when something doesn't work out in their way, they choose to go and deal with other energies while still chasing behind you, Capricorn, because they know that you're the best. But when you don't give them the time that they so-called require, then they go chasing behind other things until you come back. Yeah, this person got a lot of growing to do. They need to work on how to fulfill themselves outside of using people as a remedy or being codependent in a relationship. Okay, Capricorn? So this is your past person thoughts reading. Mask off, past person thoughts. And until next time, let intuition be your guide.